ball striking is crucial to hitting your target, reducing your dispersion so you can lower your scores. I'm going to show you how. Welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, let's get to it. So today I'm talking to you about ball striking. Ball striking is one of those ingredients that I would arguably say you're either born with it or not born with it. Let me tell you, I was not born with it. I've had to work on striking the ball well over the years, and I believe that it's given me the opportunity to certainly orientate the strike on the face without too much effort these days. I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to go about that. The first one is popping a couple of golf balls either side of your club head. Now look, this is up to you to decide how narrow you go. Today, I've got just the club head up in front, and I'm going to hit some shots in a mo, and I'm going to talk you through where we want to start to move the face and strike point around. So the first tip is a gate, just the same with putting. So we're going to pop the club head in, and you can see that I've got a reasonable gap either side, probably a centimetre or so either side of the golf ball, either side of the club head rather. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some swings and get the golf club to work through that gate. It's quite a terrifying drill. I wouldn't exactly encourage you to go too close either side of the club head to start with, but it will certainly give you a real sense of you trying to now get that club working through a particular gate with some sort of reliability. Now let me tell you, if you did that every single time you went out onto the range, I promise you your ball striking would improve, because the contact on the face is so influential in the dispersion and the tightness of your dispersion. So that would be drill number 1. Drill number 2, we're going to pop a golf ball in front of you, and then what we're going to get you to do is we're going to make some swings, and we're just going to strike the mat to the left of the ball. The contact of the mat to the left of the ball now makes low point in the right place. Low point wants to come after the golf ball, not at the golf ball. It needs to come later in the circle. And so by making that low point later in the circle, or after the golf ball, you then start to have the opportunity to go ball turf. As soon as you go ball turf, you'll start to strike the ball on the right part of the face. And drill number 3 is your DAKTARIN foot spray. Spray the DAKTARIN foot spray on the face of the club, and then go ahead and hit some shots. And what I would recommend is once you've sprayed the face, put a little dot at the point that you're trying to strike. Now, a lot of golfers will perceive that they need to strike the golf ball above the centre of gravity. They'll think that they want to strike it up here. In reality, we're looking for a groove below the centre of gravity. And I would say that even if you started to create a contact point 2 grooves or 3 grooves below the centre of gravity, or 1 or 2 grooves up from the bottom, so take your club face and look 1 or 2 grooves up from the bottom, if you were to strike it here, it would have a totally different sensation to you. It would feel a little bit thin, and it would feel a little bit heavy. That's the strike that we're after, because it's different to the strike that you're used to. And so therefore, re-educating your feels is really important. So let's hit some. This is the equivalent to the DAKTARIN foot spray. I've got the tracer up on the screen here from TrackMan, and I'm going to hit my first shot, and I'm going to try to get it as close as I can out the centre. So she was pretty close to the middle, and as you can see, she's just below the centre of gravity there. Now it's telling me that I hit it 6 millimetres towards the heel. So I'm going to try and move that strike point 6 millimetres towards the toe. Let's see if I can do that. I'm not making any change with my setup. I'm just going to hit and try to move it. So I've not done that. All I've done is I've simply moved it a little bit higher up the face. So I'm going to work a little bit harder at moving that strike point. I mean, I can whack it out the toe, but I don't want to do that. I want to move it accurately. So we're just looking for 6 mil, 7 mil. 5 mil. So I've moved it 2 millimetres towards the middle. Let's see if we can go just a fraction more. 5 millimetres isn't a lot, as you can imagine. There you go, got it. So I've ushered the strike point towards the toe, and I've got it in the right spot. Fraction too high for my liking, but it wasn't a bad shot. Now, this is out and out striking. It's got nothing to do with the direction the golf ball is going in. It's utter striking. Now what I'm going to do is, and of course you could do that with your DAKTARIN foot spray. You could clean it off each time, spray it, and then see if you can just keep moving it, keeping the spot in the same place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little game of hitting the 4 quadrants. I'm going to try to hit the first one up in the top right-hand corner. Then I'm going to go bottom left-hand corner, top right, bottom left. So let's see if we can do that. So first one, top right. No setup changes, simply iron hand. It's a horrid strike, but I've gone top right. Now, I'm going bottom left. Again, same setup. We want bottom left. And there she is, bottom left. Well, that was pretty nasty, let me tell you. This one's slightly more tricky. This is the smallest out of all 4 quadrants. Top right-hand corner on the screen. Let's see if we can get that again. Absolutely in the same setup. Let's have a go. There we go. Top right-hand corner. We're 3 from 3. Can I make it 4 from 4? Now we're going bottom toe. Bottom toe. Oh, didn't get it. Let's go again. Let's go again. Hold that thought. I have simply moved the strike point around in the same way as any racket sport. You would have to move the racket in space in relation to the object you're about to hit. In golf, we get so caught up in positions of the golf club in a hope to make a swing deliver a good strike. Now, of course, the swing does help you strike the ball well, but the golf swing won't help you find the center every time. The face is too small, the golf ball is too small, so you have to work on it. And the only way you can work on it, if you haven't got a TrackMan, is by having some foot spray. It's the most underutilized training aid in the world. I promise you, if you went down the range and spent 1 hour a week on just ball striking and you didn't see where the golf ball went, you would be a far better golfer for it. That's what happened when we all came out of lockdown. Everyone was practicing in their back garden. Nobody saw the golf ball move in the sky, and everyone was reacting less because they didn't know where the ball was going, but they were just training their golf swings, and hopefully they were working on some good movements, and they ended up with a better shot. But people came out of lockdown in a better place because the swing was in a better order, because they didn't react to it so badly. So it's an important drill to work the strike around the face, because then when you start to go, right, I now want to find the middle again, hopefully you'll start to appreciate it's quite an easy spot to hit. Oh gosh, that wasn't bad. It's out in the middle. Let's go one more. Let's go one more. Let's see if we can get one a touch lower down the face and out the middle. Bit heely, that one. Lower down the face and fraction heel side, but you could hear from my reaction, I knew exactly where it's come out of. When I play golf, every single shot I hit, I'm very aware of my bias. Am I straying towards the heel? Let's put it back towards the toe. Am I hitting out the toe? Put it back to the heel. Am I a bit high on the face? Am I a bit low on the face? I'm reacting on every single shot to try to keep making sure that the ball is going to stay in the center of the face. Some people don't have to work on that. They just hit it out the middle all of the time. Best ball strikers in the world do that. Unfortunately, I'm not lucky enough to have that skill, so I'm always very aware of where I'm striking out the face, and I believe you should be too. I think you'll find that's good coaching. If you've enjoyed this video, do hit the like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.